everyone, and welcome back to the Elite Battle League, Week 5 of the EBL, where we're taking on the Doorman. He's the first person to ever beat me in the EBL, first person I ever faced in the EBL back in Season 5, so this is a little bit of a grudge match, even though we had a match Week 1 of Season 6 as well. But let's get right into the match. Alright, there we are, the battle is ready. Let's face down the Doorman. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to leave a go, like, and subscribe over on his team. Okay, so Slitherwing, Groudon, Florges, Infernape. That is mostly what I was expecting. I was not expecting the Blastoise over the Jump. I was expecting the Jump Up, but no, fair enough. Okay, in that case, I think we go... Do we go with my safest lead? Like, my safest lead is just Laffy. Because he doesn't have the grass type. And, I mean, again, it was either that or I just go Alaska, but I kind of want to keep that in the back for the little muck. Alright, I guess we go with this one. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that's... Yeah, if he goes Infernape lead, that's fine. Yeah, I was expecting the Jump Bluff, but I was expecting the Jump Bluff only insofar as potentially things such as Stun Spore or U-turn pivoting, maybe even acrobatics, but no, he didn't go with it. Okay, interesting lineup. I don't know if I'm more scared or not. Okay. Yeah, main priority is like trying to burn. Oh, nice, I love the Colossal. I like that. I do like Colossal. Alright, let's go. Link, that is... Slitherwing. I'm glad I did not go lead Roaring Moon. My entire thing was, what if I go lead Roaring Moon? It's like, no. What if he leads Slitherwing? What if he leads the Slitherwing? And he did lead to the Slitherwing. He's gonna go first in front. Ooh, Trailblaze. Okay. Can we get a burn, please? Oh, if I went for Alluring Voice, it would have done so much. Burn, please. If I did Alluring Voice, it would have confused. It would have been great. Okay, he probably doesn't know that I have... Ooh, do we survive that? We survive that. And I think we take it down here, because this is super effective, it is significantly more powerful, and this is why I'm glad that I went... Oh, of course, it survives. Alright. I don't... He's probably going to go for a Trailblaze here. There's no way he goes for another close combat. There's no way he does double close combats here. So he's going to pick up that. I probably... should have done double Alluring Voice. I was fishing for that burn. So he must have gone pretty specially defensive on this thing. But this thing does have, like, very, very good special defense. It's kind of one of the things that terrifies me about Slitherwing is it's got a good stat line. Not, like, the biggest, most powerful. Close combat. Ooh. That's freaking damage right there. Question is, what are you gonna do here? I'll just give a rock. Ooh, that acrobatics is fun. I always get taken up by acrobatics. I always get acrobatics taken down by these things. Okay. Okay, lead off. Okay, he got the good lead. In that case, we go this thing. I feel like I should outspeed this thing. I think I should outspeed it. I swear, if somehow I get game ended by this thing. It's the safe move. It's the safe move of Fletch. Wow. Wow. I did not realize it was that fast now. He built this thing to speed through things. But now I hold the speed edge of everything. I do hold the speed edge now over the rest of the team. Volk is out, unfortunately. What's he gonna go for now? Probably he is going to go... That's Florges. That is Florges, yes. That is Florges. Okay. I feel... honestly, I don't want to have to sack off this. I don't want to have to sack off Milotech. But I may. Because I do want to actually preserve... Yes, I think I have to sack Milo here. I do want to preserve the Miraidon. I have things for that. I want to preserve the... Yes, if Relegator should outspeed this. Yeah, that's going to take me down here. That's going to take me down here, fine. Okay. Okay, we stuffing things here. Yeah, everything here now is not great. But I don't need to deal with... Okay, I don't need to deal... I don't need to deal with priority and things, so I think I should outspeed everything here. Energy Ball, yes. I don't think... This shouldn't take me out. Yeah, that shouldn't take me out. I do survive things, but I get the special defense down, so that's not good. No, Liquidation would still do much more damage. I don't think this one-shots. Okay, it does one-shot. Okay. Opposing Zelda, go down. Okay. Now, I think... What's he gonna go in for here? Does he go... Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't get Iron Head, which I would have probably... If it did get Iron Head side on, that is... The Blastoise, okay. What are you going to go for here? Are you going to go for, like, Shell Smash or something? You're going to go for, like, Shell Smash or something. I have my other sweeper in the back. I have the other D-Dance sweeper. I think we focus on just trying to take it down. That was a crit and that thing survived. Sir, were you expecting a Terra? Were you expecting... Okay. Okay, if... Okay, that... Okay, if that's the game we're playing... Well, no, I don't think I can risk that here. Earthquake, I think I gotta go for this. Yeah, I think I gotta let Alaska go down here. Okay, so that was a low roll I got the first time. Blastoise is okay speed. Blastoise is okay speed. Unfortunately, that does cost me one of my conditions. That does cost me, unfortunately, one of my conditions against things. That's fine. What's he got left? What he has left is... He's probably going to think I'm going to go for... That's what he has. Yeah, Groudon, that. At this point... Dazzling Gleam should chip it down entirely. Ooh. Okay, that doesn't... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're fine. We ball. I outspeed the Infernape. I outspeed Infernape entirely. He's probably going to bring in Infernape and maybe go for a Mach Punch priority closer. Or he brings in just straight Groudon. He brings in the straight Groudon. Okay. At this point, I think I go for my big Hail Mary play. Because at this point, the Roaring Moon outspeeds everything. And I know it one-shots Infernape. And I have, in the back, I do have Grimmsnarl. So, Grimmsnarl can kind of do Grimmsnarly things. I have Reflect, so we're good. He's probably going to Terra here, but we just go Solar Beam. Yep, he's Terastallizing. What is he going to go for? What is he going for is the real question. Terra Grass or something? Terra Electric! Fun. Fun. That is for what? Yes, I had Solar Beam on this thing. I had Solar Beam on Miraidon. It was entirely to obliterate. Yeah, I mean, it would have taken him out. Earthquake, yep. Okay. But see, here's the thing now. Here's the thing. Here's a little bit of the problem. He has set up Sun. I have Photosynthesis. Yorkie taken center stage. I was somewhat waiting for this. Attack was heightened. I was somewhat waiting for this. I just really hope that it does enough damage to actually take it down, and I don't know if it does, because Groudon is a little bit bulky, but I'm hoping he did not. I think from that he's not running. I don't think he's running HP from that damage range. Throat Chop. No, it doesn't kill. Ooh, Rock Tomb. Nice call. Very nice call on that throw, but... Alright, in that case, okay, we go out. Okay, I think I might lose this. I may end up losing this. Bone is weak. He's gonna go for another Rock Tomb. Yeah, I mean, good calls on his parts. Good calls on his parts. But it's fine. Because everything from here on out is all physical. And I can just set up a Reflect. Unfortunately, I think I do lose this here. He did that great lead off of the freaking thing. I should have gone I should have gone Alluring Voice. Ooh. He's probably going into... That's the Poisony. That's Poisony Face. That is Poisony Face, which is fine on me. The good thing is now, Roaring Moon outspeeds everything. Roaring Moon outspeeds literally everything he's got. Ooh, sub. Yeah, we lose here. We just lose this here. I don't think this does enough to break the sub. Oh, it does break sub. Okay. Well, the good thing is I outspeed it. So he cannot consistently keep up Ewing sub. Reflect Rough, that's fine. Poison Touch? Okay, we lose the poison here. Okay, the poison. He can't sub unless he goes like sub and like subs on the turn with poison. But if we do enough damage to actually get him out of sub range, we're fine. Because I think with flying, Mach Punch does not take us out. Vacuum Wave does not take us out. Poison Jab, okay. That's fine. That is entirely fine. I survive. Yes, I should survive everything. Yorkie the Paldea champion. Yorkie, bring us home. Oh, wait, no. Shadow Sneak into Mach Punch. Oh, he doesn't have Shadow Sneak. He doesn't have Shadow Sneak. Okay, I think this is a win? I think this is the win here. Again, it always comes down to Roaring Moon. I have a little bit of defense here. Yunobo, oh, I like this. Yes, this... Acrobatics, I know, one-shots intrinsically without terastallizing. I love how close all these matches have been. Like, that, honestly, to me, has been the highlight of this season, is... It has kept me on my tippy toes. I did not see Terra Electric happening. But I guess it does mean that to counter flying types. And the two Terras from the past come together. Great match, Doorman. Again, if you haven't done so already, go send some love over to Doorman. This was a great match. I love that Rock Tomb tech. That worried me in case he had that for Volcarona, which is why I didn't want to lead Volk into this thing. Great game, holy crap. Like, Matt Doorman. I'm now worried for week 6 Draconic. That was great. That was amazing. I love how much closer the matches have been this season. That is like, it's not just like complete power sweep everything, even with this team. And you know, there were a lot of things that we were debating going back and forth even on our own teams before even bringing into the match. Things like he was going to go for Rock Slide on the Groudon, but instead opted for Rock Tomb for the speed control. Me thinking he was going to have first impression. He didn't actually have first impression, as it turned out, on the Slitherwing, and he didn't have Shadow Sneak or Mach Punch on either of his Alolan Mach or the Infernape. This is why, like, draft things are great, is just so many things you don't expect is going to happen, and it does happen. We were both surprised by the Groudon actually surviving that Throat Chop, even with Protosynthesis. And now I'm terrified for the matchup against Draconic, where it's like, I've been barely edging out wins here. What do I do against that one? But we will see you guys next time when we take on Draconic and the Scotland Zygardes. Do we keep the win streak alive? I don't know, but we'll find out next time. And once again, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I will see you next time. And for those interested in the team builder segment, once again we have gone with a name theme. You will have seen the theme is ships. We have Iowa the Volcarona, the Big Stick. It is a little bit speedy with most special attack and a little bit of defense. This is to take physical hits well because Volcarona is kind of squishy physically, and I do foresee him using some of his more physically based members of his team. I don't need to worry about the special attackers as heavily, such as the Meloetta. Psychic is there to slap around that Infernape if he decides to bring it, and I'm right now leaning on this is going to be our dedicated lead of the week. Just go in, either set up a Quiver Dance or just go for Fiery Dance right from the get-go. It does quite well against most things, but the Alolan Muck does kind of worry me a little, which is an amusing thing against Dormant and Flygon's team. Both of them have Alolan Muck, and that is the thing that scares me the most, ironically, of their entire teams. PT-109. This is named after the little tiny, you know, the little tiny boat in the game Battleship, the little 2-peg one. That's what this thing is, and it's the one that does the little bit of the zoomies and harasses things, a little bit of a mosquito. So it's meant to be annoying, and it does that well with a Parting Shot this time. I didn't bring on Light Screen, because I don't think I need Light Screen as heavily. His team is once again a lot more physically based than specially based, and this just shrugs off hits from something. I forgot to actually go change the nature on you. And this just shrugs off hits from his special attackers intrinsically, with the big issues we have really being the physical attackers. And Parting Shots there just to make things a little bit more annoying. The only thing that can actually stop the Parting Shot is if he brings in a Alolan Muck, so that's actually really good for me. It also lets me pivot out very quickly from things. Yorktown the Roaring Moon. Season 6. The championship, I had Yorktown the Gyarados. She has passed the torch over to Roaring Moon. My Dragon Dance Sweeper is the heart and soul of the team. If you know the reference, it guts me, but it is the reference. And she's going to be the damage dealer. Speed enough to outrun his entire team, so it outpaces the jump off and one-shots it with acrobatics. It can take hits or most things aside from freaking Florges, which obviously is the fairy type, and the Slitherwing. Slitherwing one-shots it with First Impression, so that's why it does Terra Flying, so I can Terrastalize, go into that, and hit back. There really weren't too many typings that were advantageous. There was Ghost, which I could have gone with, but that would make me weak to Alolan Muck. Could have gone for Fairy, but that would have also, again, made me weak to Alolan Muck. I went with Flying because it's a good matchup against Fighting and Ground, as well as Bug. As well as he doesn't have any rock types on his team. New Jersey the Miraidon. Yes, this is inheriting the nickname from the Dialga we ran last season, where it fits. Again, futuristic dragon. You know. If you know, you know. And it's going in with Fairy type. This I went with because, again, resistance to that very annoying First Impression from the Slitherwing. I am weak to Poison on the Alolan Muck, but Alolan Muck hopefully should be dealt with by this point, and I don't think I'm going to be Terrastalizing Miraidon this week, but the Fairy type is there, so it's a safe Terra. I wanted to go with either I want to go with either Grass or Bug or potentially Flying, something that could allow me to very easily survive an Earthquake from the Groudon, but I also realized he may be predicting I'm going to go for maybe Terra Ice and hit him with Terra Blast, so he might go for Fire Punch, maybe he Terrastalizes himself, survives it, and then probably just one-shot me. With Terra Fairy, I survive very safely. If he goes for Dragon Claw, I survive that, because I'm Fairy, I'm immune to that. If he goes for Earthquake, I survive that very safely. He doesn't have a reason to go for a Steel move against me. I don't think he's going to expect the Fairy type on there, and Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam dismantles that Slitherwing entirely. but this really is not the Terra play this week. And yes, you are noticing Solar Beam there. I'm very, very happy about that. I was looking over Miraidon's moves, I was like, just for the shenanigans, I'm gonna see if this thing gets any grass moves. I don't think it will, because if not, I have to probably go with Terra Grass, Terra Blast. And no, it gets Solar Beam. And it will one-shot Groudon, unless Groudon is max special defense, so 252 special defense, not special defense boosting nature, but just 252 special defense. And there's a single roll it survives. That is a 6.3% chance it lives. And that's really looking good for me, because if he goes speed, he just doesn't live. If he goes HP, he doesn't live. If he terastallizes, okay, well then he's terastallized, but I still survive the Earthquake anyway, so that's good for me. Thunderbolt, blast most things. I actually was going to go for Terra Flying on it, but then I did some damage checks, and I realized if I go Terra Flying, I lose Hadron Engine. I not only lose my 30% from Hadron Engine, I lose the 30% boost on my electric moves because I'm no longer a grounded Pokemon. So my damage from Thunderbolt basically gets cut in half. I was like, oh yeah, I do 80-something% to Alolan Muck if it's max HP with Thunderbolt. Okay, that's fine. Click Terra Flying. Why am I doing like 40% at most? Oh, right, Hadron Engine doesn't work anymore. Speaking of Alolan Muck answers, for Alligator, Alaska. Sheer Force does all the Sheer Force things we love. We do not have a ground move that benefits from Sheer Force other than Bulldoze, and that's still weaker than using Earthquake, so we're going with Earthquake anyway and Terra Ground. With a Dragon Dance and Terra Ground, Earthquake one-shots the Alolan Muck cleanly. That is a 252 HP, 252 defense, bold Alolan Muck. Again, that thing scares me the most of his entire team. It's got a little bit of special defense. It can actually live a hit from anything he has, as well as terastallizing into ground would help if he goes for Thunderbolt on the Meloetta. Which I think he would probably go for Thunderbolt over going for something like Energy Ball, mostly due to the hitting of a Volcarona if I go for a switch-in, and also if he tries to use my Electric Terrain against me, which gives me clean immunity to that. But I will still survive an Energy Ball as well. Crunch, after Dragon Dance, will one-shot Meloetta. Liquidation, even in Sun, will do more damage than Ice Punch to Groudon, so it's still better to go with Liquidation, and that kind of made my movesets a little bit easier this week. I don't really have a way of hitting the Jump Luff, but it's not really meant to go fight the Jump Luff. And Laffy, the ship that would not be game-ended. She is entirely unchanged. She is all HP, all physical defense, bold nature, and I only got rid of the Iron Head in place of the Luring Voice this week, once again returning it to our initial week 1 setup. It can survive most hits from the Slitherwing, and it doesn't outright beat the Slitherwing, but it does heavily decapitate its ability to really do damage. And if he goes for, again, some sort of setup move like a Bulk Up, a Luring Voice confuses him. So there's a lot of good things I can do with that, and it survives hits from it very, very well, so I can just keep using Recover to keep boosting my HP up. And basically get a good pivot into any member of the team, with some like Grim Snarl again going for Parting Shot or Thunder Wave to get other Pokemon in. Roaring Moon, one-shots it. Setup, can destroy it. Can destroy it very easily. The main thing I want to do is prevent that Slitherwing from setting up and taking out that Alolan Muck. But I've been all, and we're going to go to the after battle thoughts.